Phew, I know it was a lot of effort to start, but now it's much lighter. So just what is EFT, Emotional Freedom Techniques, also known as tapping, and how does it work? I'm Bert. I'm a certified and accredited EFT practitioner with EFT International, and welcome to our video describing EFT. You found your way to this video because you have a heavy issue and you need relief. When I tap on myself or tap on my client, there's often that heavy feeling to start. But at the end, there's this optimistic feeling of lightness and relief. And many times, possibilities emerge that were just unthinkable at the start. With the help of our rescues and with names that we didn't pick, we're going to have some fun discussing the fundamentals of EFT using plain English and show how to move from that heavy place to one that is lighter and more comfortable. My intention with this video is to be gentle and amusing. If you continue watching this video, you agree to take care of yourself and stop watching if you feel overwhelmed or uncomfortable. Then take appropriate action to take care of yourself. You might want to consider tapping on the side of your hand during this video. Emotional freedom techniques is a natural method of releasing stress. Like acupuncture, it works making changes in the body's energy system called meridians. Stresses are just disturbances in the energy system that are caused by everyday life. These stresses can show up as pain in the body, or just by feeling upset. Acupuncture uses needles to adjust the energy flow, but in EFT, we tap on the endpoints of the meridians, just a gentle tap, as shown in this diagram. These disturbing events, both past and more present, hold trapped energy and charge in our body. They can exert a power that can trap us into undesirable beliefs and ways of thinking and being. While present-day events can be disturbing on their own, past events, especially those in childhood, can bring the intensity and increase the apparent charge of the more recent events. They make us feel triggered and have those close to us wondering, what happened? The key to feeling better, freer, and more resilient is to use EFT to tap the charge of those events away. We call this specific event work. And I think we can all agree we don't want to be triggered by the past. Huh? I thought I heard her say EFT doesn't work. Humans can't understand dogs. Well, speaking of being triggered, let me see if I can get this right. Precious was triggered by Princess's loud barking, and then Princess was triggered by Precious's loud hissing. I sure wish I could tap on our pets like I can with my human clients. Daydreaming again. We need to remove the cause of her distress before we can proceed. Oh no! Let me see what I can take care of Precious. Did Precious Cat make you sad? If you'll let me, I can help. I just do simple tapping with her to get her calmer. Okay. You don't need to speak. Just gently tap on yourself in the same places where I tap, and just let those feelings flow. It's called silent tapping. Right here on the inside of the eyebrow. And beside the eye on the bone there. Under the eye on the bone. Now under the nose. You're doing so good. On the top of the chin. Remember to breathe. You're doing good. And the collarbone here. And then under the arm. So how do you feel now? Okay, but still lots of sadness. Well, I can help you get rid of that sadness if we do some more tapping. Just so that you know and you can feel safe. In EFT, we follow the client and work on what they want to. No surprises or trick questions. I'll ask permission before we go into any topic first, and it's okay if you say no. How does that sound? Can we do some more tapping about what happened with Precious Cat? Now we tap on the here and now situation, being sure to get how she's feeling, its magnitude, and where it is in the body. I'll need to ask some questions before we start tapping again. So now, as you remember Precious Cat hissing, how do you feel now? Really sad. Why is that? Because you believe Precious doesn't like you. Can you guess where you feel that in your body? In your heart. Okay, on a scale of 0 to 10, 10 being the most, with 0 being the least, just like the scale at the vet, how large is the sadness in your heart? An 8. Okay, let's bring that down so you feel more comfortable. Just tap or I tap and repeat after me. It's important that I use your words, so please correct me if I change them or a better word occurs to you. Here we start with tapping on the side of the hand and say what we call the setup statement 3 times to help you get in touch with the feeling. Just repeat after me. Even though, when I remember Precious hissing at me, I have this sadness in my heart because I believe Precious doesn't like me, and I accept myself anyway. So even though, when I remember Precious hissing at me, I have this sadness in my heart because I believe Precious doesn't like me. I accept myself anyway. So even though, when I remember Precious hissing at me, I have this sadness in my heart because I believe Precious doesn't like me. I accept myself anyway. Okay, then we tap, repeating a reminder phrase on all the body points, starting at the top of the head, just like we did before. And just repeat after me. The sad feeling in my heart. 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 And the sad feeling in my heart. So how is that sad feeling in your heart? And on a scale of 0 to 10, how big is it? It's less, and it's about a 4. Great. How are you doing so far? It's easier than you thought. Yes, EFT brings down those intense feelings quickly. Let's see if we can find a childhood-specific event that might be the main cause and source of the charge that is causing her to be triggered. Did Precious Cat hissing remind you of an event from the past? Oh, you remember when you were little and you woke up your big sister because you wanted to play and she was mad at you. Okay? Can we tap on that? So I need to ask some more questions again. So as you remember the time when you woke up your big sister, what do you feel now? Sadness. Where do you feel that in your body? In your heart. Why do you feel sad? Because you believe she doesn't like you. So on a scale of 0 to 10, how big is it? It's about a 6. Okay. So just tap or I tap and repeat after me, and I will use your words, and please correct me if I change them. Starting on the side of the hand. Even though, when I remember the time when I woke up my big sister and she was so mad, I have this sadness in my heart because I believe that she doesn't like me. I just wanted to play. I accept myself anyway. So even though, when I remember the time when I woke up my big sister and she was so mad, I have this sadness in my heart because I believe that she doesn't like me. I just wanted to play. The sadness in my heart. The sadness in my heart. The sadness in my heart. Now that we have located a key childhood specific event and started to reduce this charge, we do more rounds in a very similar way to top away the charge of all the aspects of the event, including the mix of emotions that are trapped there. Watch her body relax as the intensity of her sister's awakening event fades and tapping reduces the charge on her body. Whoa, hey, that's a good sign. You are releasing stress. So how is that angry feeling in your mouth now? I see, it's gone. And now your stomach is really tight. Are you still thinking of the time when you woke up your sister? No, that's gone. Just the tightness in your stomach. At this point, she's getting much calmer, and maybe it's possible to shift to another technique to further calm her body called chasing the pain. Can you tap on that tightness in your stomach? Can you describe what your stomach is like? A flaming, burning rock. So what color is the rock, and how big is the feeling of tightness on a scale of 0 to 10? I see. It's orange at about 4. Is there a feeling there? No. Okay, just tap where I tap and repeat after me. I will use your words, and please correct me if they're not accurate. Even though I have this flaming orange burning rock tightness in my stomach, I'm okay. So even though I have orange rock tightness, this flaming orange burning rock tightness in my stomach. Flaming orange burning rock tightness in my stomach. This flaming orange tightness in my stomach. This flaming orange burning rock. This flaming orange burning tightness in my stomach. Okay. How's your stomach now? You feel wonderful. Great. And you want to play? Okay. Now that the episode has been cleared, maybe she can see other possibilities. So to finish up, just a couple more things. What is true for you now about that time when you woke up your big sister? Oh, I see. So you just had this aha that your big sister was just grumpy, but did like you after all. Why did this happen? We call this a cognitive shift that can happen after the tapping removes the emotion from the event. It's kind of like a miracle, isn't it? So how do you feel now as you remember that time? Much lighter. That's great. Let's test to see if we've completely cleared the distress. And last, how about we check to see how you're doing with Precious? You do have to live with her, yes? Okay? So how do you feel now? No sadness, and you just want to play with her. You did great. Good work. So now do you believe that EFT works? Still have doubts, huh? Dog.
Princess, may I help? I came from the future where I'm doing an ancestral intervention in the Matrix reprinting holodeck. Your belief is critical to the evolution of our species, so please let me explain. In your time frame, EFT was proven to be effective in 70 random controlled trial research papers, 5 meta-analyses with only one study showing it was less effective. Since then, it has been widely adopted and was a required freshman course from the opening of Starfleet Academy in 2161. I have 3 EFT classes and 1 matrix class in 2252. So do you still believe that EFT doesn't work?
Maybe you mind meld with her.
My mind to your mind. My 18 for wisdom to your mind. My mind to your mind. My 18 for wisdom to your mind.
What do you think of EFT now?
I could have done tapping to change her belief, but the mind meld is just faster.
Slug Dog, where are you? We are being attacked by Klingon squirrels, and we need you to chase them away.
Where? Coming, Captain.
Oh, I certainly got carried away with that. It was all pretty accurate portrayal of a tapping session until Spock Dog. And of course, I can only dream about being able to converse with Princess that way. But keep in mind what I imagine was tapping with our pets like I do with other humans in a simple way that illustrates the process. Tapping with pets is different, and I'll include a link to EFT practitioners who do work with pets in the comments. What I imagined was a case that clears very quickly, and yes, they do happen. While EFT can seem like magic at times, more complex, distressing events will take a longer session, and sometimes multiple sessions. Trauma events can take weekly sessions over several weeks to months to completely clear. But still, I would encourage you to start working on those simpler, distressing events now, because they can bring big benefits such as reducing the impact of those larger, more complex events that you have yet to work on.
It would be logical for you to press the like and subscribe buttons below if you are enjoying our story.
Yes, you can do EFT on your own, and I strongly recommend that for those simpler cases. And yes, EFT does work for trauma, but
don't try this at home.
I've done a fair amount of personal trauma work using EFT, and I can tell you that having an EFT practitioner or mental health professional with appropriate trauma training is absolutely critical during those sessions while the body is releasing those traumatic feelings. When looking for a practitioner, be sure to look for a certified practitioner who has trauma-informed methods. And if you want to do trauma work, check on their training and willingness to do the kind of work that you want to do. Certified practitioners have other tools that can make all the difference in an EFT session. The practitioner uses these tools to rapidly reduce the intensity of the feeling so the client feels safer doing that work. Note the silent tools for processing those embarrassing events that the client may not want to describe out loud.
Here are some key takeaways from our video as told via the miracle of AI by our pets.
EFT is a well-researched and proven method of stress reduction with over 300 studies. 105 were done to gold research standards, with 99% indicating its effectiveness. EFT is easy to learn and use. EFT was taught at Starfleet Academy starting in 2061.
You can use EFT at home to remove the charge from those smaller, distressing past-specific events and beliefs, and get good results. But for more intense events, a certified EFT practitioner or mental health professional with appropriate trauma training is strongly recommended. Certified EFT practitioners have many tools to rapidly reduce the client's intensity during this process.
EFT can be done with animals, but it's a different approach than used with humans. Stupid dogs.
OMG, the AI is hallucinating. And such a wimpy fight too. Okay, stop it, or I'll unplug you.
Most illogical.
Geez, I don't know about this AI stuff. Despite all that, hopefully you found our lighter side of EFT video informative and you're now ready to try tapping. I've included in the comments a few websites with easy ways to try out EFT on easier concerns. If you have bigger, more intense issues you want to address, see the links in the comments to directories of certified practitioners at the EFT International and EFT Universe websites. Thanks for watching our What is EFT? A lighter look video with our fantasy about conversing and doing EFT with our dog Princess. Are you saying you want to tap with me?
Hey, cats matter too. Click like and subscribe so you can see my EFT video when it's released.